What's up, everybody? This is Dr. Zeb, and welcome to the Rehab Christian Center Tuesday night live virtual experience. This is Life Study. We call Bible study Life Study at Rehab, and I'm grateful to be with you tonight. And certainly, I'm hopeful that you've been having a fantastic week so far. If you tuned in last night to Rehab After Dark, man, let me tell you something. I went back and watched the replay today. Oh, actually, I had the replay playing in my ear while I was working, and man, it was last night was nice. We really had a really good time. And so I would highly recommend all of you, if you have not seen the replay, go back and watch the replay. Go to YouTube, watch the replay, check out the replay of last night. It was such a powerful conversation, and really regretting that I did not put this on even my personal page, because there were so many nuggets that were shared last night on Rehab After Dark that I know would have blessed somebody. And so, if you have not already, go to YouTube and check out the replay from last night and share it with somebody, and we know it will bless you in a tremendous way. All right, I need you to start liking, I need you to start sharing, I need you to start subscribing, all of that stuff, because we're getting ready to get into this. And this is going to be a powerful message as we continue the series. So we've got 2 more weeks. We've got, no, take that back. We have at least 2 more weeks. I would say at least this week and next week. I'm going to try to get this wrapped up by next week, because I really just need to kind of shift gears overall in terms of the topics that we're teaching and dealing with as we prepare for the end of the year and brace for the beginning of 2022. And so it's going to be a powerful time. So if you have not already, start liking this video, share it. I want to walk through the networks really quickly, and then we're going to continue with part 4 of Stop Making Everything So Hard. Remember, I've been giving you 5 ways you can live a simple, meaningful life. And way number, looking at my notes, way number 2 was talking about healing your inner child. And remember, we did 2 parts of that. So we did last week, part 2. We did part 3 last night. Tonight we'll do part 4. I'm going to give you way number 3, that you can live a simple, meaningful life. I'm going to give that to you tonight, and try to give you way number 4 so that I can wrap it up with way number 5 next week. So I know that was a lot, tongue twister. I'm talking really fast, but I want to get into this so that I can get out of the way and on time tonight. Another very busy evening, but I'm just grateful to see all of you and grateful that you're here with us. Facebook, good. I would say good morning. Good evening to you. Good to see you virtually. Thank you much for tuning in via the end on Facebook. Thank you for tuning in. If you're on Facebook, I want you to hit the like button. If you like this broadcast, if you love this broadcast, I want you to hold the like button down, turn it to a love button, hit the share button, hit the @ symbol, and tag 5 people and tell them to tune in. Facebook, I want you to start inviting people. I'm telling you, Instagram has really been picking up steam over the last couple of weeks. They come to church late, but when they get there, they come in big numbers. And they've really been picking up the steam. And so Facebook, I want to encourage you to tag 5 people tonight. Tell them to tune in. Again, we're dealing with part 4 of Stop Making Everything So Hard. And I just want to challenge you. I've been challenging you with simple ways to make your life meaningful. And way number 2, again, just got really, really complicated when we start talking about healing inner child wounds. And again, if you missed last night's conversation, go to YouTube and just watch it. Go to Facebook, go to Instagram, just watch it again. It'll bless you. So good evening, Facebook. Make sure you say good evening in the chat area as well. Instagram, good evening to you. It's good to see you virtually. Thank you so much for laughing at me because I talk about the Instagram people. Good to see you virtually, Instagram. Those of you that are on Instagram, if you are on Instagram, hit the heart button, fill it up. If you're watching the replay on Instagram, do me a favor, hit that little arrow button and share this video. Share it to your page, share it to a friend's DM. Tell them to go back and watch this replay, and we promise you it will bless you. Also, if you're on Instagram, hit the @ symbol, tag 5 people now, tell them to tune in and join along with us. We are excited about this message tonight, and just grateful to have you and excited about this series and how powerful it has been. So again, Instagram, thank you so much for tuning in and for joining us. And of course, make sure you say good evening in the chat area. YouTube, finally, good evening to you. It's good to see you virtually. Those of you that are tuned in via YouTube, thank you for tuning in. If you are tuned in via YouTube, make sure you subscribe to our channel. You can find us on YouTube at the Rehab CC. You can find us on YouTube at the Rehab CC. And so make sure you find us there. And then not only can you find us on YouTube at the Rehab CC, But also make sure you subscribe to our channel. Hit that bell notification icon so that every time we go live, I'm personally subscribed to our church YouTube channel. So normally if I have my phone nearby, it's not off. Or it's not off, I'll get an alert. Rehab CC is live. And so you want to hit that bell notification icon if you're tuned in via YouTube so that you can always be alerted of any time that we go live. Tonight's going to be a very powerful lesson. So thank you for tuning in via YouTube if you are on YouTube. Now, let's get into this. I'm teaching part 4 of Stop Making Everything So Hard. If you have not put the topic in the comments, do it. We take notes in the comments. So make sure you do this. And I'm going to try to get through at least way 3 and way 4 tonight, at least start way number 4 tonight, because again, it is my goal to wrap this up next Tuesday so we can really shift gears overall. Okay. All right. So remember, let me just walk back through the ways. We got here because we've been talking about how people really get in their own way when it comes to life being hard. We talked about how people get in their own way. And people really prevent themselves from living their best life. Like there's still people that walk around erroneously thinking that other people are the reason why they're not happy. When at the end of the day, if you're not happy, you're the reason you're not happy. You're the reason you're not fulfilled. You have the power, you have the ability, the authority to create your happiness, to create the purpose that's been planned for your life, that's been designed for your life. You can't say that the power of life and death is in the tongue in one hand, but then say you have no authority in the other, right? So you can't have it both ways. And so I gave you 5. My intention is to give you 5 ways to live a meaningful, simple, meaningful life. Way number 1 was to stop self-sabotaging yourself. All right. We talked about stopping self-sabotaging, right? Getting out of your own way. Way number 2 was healing your inner child wounds. We've dealt with that for the last 2 weeks. Way number 3 is this. The third way you can live a simple, meaningful life so that you can stop making everything so hard is this. Be vulnerable. Be vulnerable. Okay, you have to learn and grow to be vulnerable. Be vulnerable. Okay, way number 3, be vulnerable. What makes this so important? What makes vulnerability so important is that when you are at a place of vulnerability and you're willing to ease control concerning your life and situations, you take the grip off of your life and you learn how to go with the flow. Okay? You take the grip off of your life. Y'all keep tagging people, get them in the room tonight. You get the grip off of your life and you learn how to go with the flow. Some of us cannot move with the flow of our lives because we've got the iron claw grip on our lives. Like we've got this grip on our lives. We have a grip on everything concerning our lives. And we are not positioned to be vulnerable. Now, I hear you. Dr. Zeb, I can't be vulnerable with people because every time I'm vulnerable with people, they take advantage. They do this, they do that, right? I get it. I get that. I appreciate that, in fact. And in many ways, I don't disagree with that. It is unfortunate, but it is true that you really cannot you really cannot trust your life in the hands of everybody. And that's just a big fact, right? And I know we don't like to think that way, but it's just a fact. You can't trust your hands in the life of everybody. You can't trust your life in the hands of everybody. You cannot position yourself to be vulnerable to everybody. However, some of us are on the far extremes of this, right? And when I say on the far extremes, I mean you don't trust nobody. Like some of y'all don't trust nobody. And while I get you can have bad experiences that cause you to struggle with trusting people, I also want to lift up to you that when it comes to trusting people, it ain't always the other person that's wrong. It's not always the other person that's in error. It's not always the other person that is moving in a way where they don't merit trust. And so I'm always very cautious of people who take that stance. Well, Dr. Zeb, I don't trust nobody. I think everybody crazy. I don't think, nah, you're being extreme. And the reality is, when you have that mentality concerning your life, when you have that mentality concerning the things of your life, where you don't trust anybody, you think everybody is always the problem and everybody else is always the issue, and you never look internal, then that's problematic, because you're not always right and everybody isn't always wrong. Okay? That's important. That's probably worth recording. You're not always right and everybody isn't always wrong. When you embrace that, then it's easy to be vulnerable in your life, right? Many of you struggle with vulnerability because you struggle with trust issues. You struggle trusting people. You struggle trusting yourself. You struggle trusting the future based on the past. Like, you struggle with all of these things. And I'm just here to tell you that when you ever come to an understanding that you don't always have it together, and people aren't always wrong, and they don't always have it together, then this helps you to walk in a position called grace. And when you can walk in grace, then you learn how to take it easy on yourself. Here's the big one. You also learn how to take it easy on other people. And some of y'all are extra hard on other people because you have vulnerability issues. You have trust issues. And the people that you're hard on oftentimes have little to nothing to do with why you're being hard on them. And this is really all about the wounds inside of you that you have not healed. You got to be careful. Don't carry out your past on your future. Record it. I'm giving y'all nuggets. I'm dropping bombs, right? Don't carry out your past on your future. Meaning, don't take your past, and set it on the shoulders of your future. People that had nothing to do with your past, situations that had nothing to do with your past, family members that had nothing to do with your past, circumstances that had nothing to do with your past, new relationships and connections that had nothing to do with your past. In fact, I am of the opinion that if you are not positioned to not put your past on your future, you're not ready for your future. Are you listening to the old man? If you're not positioned to put your past on your future, you're not prepared for your future. And this is the easiest way I can make you understand that. Repeat which part, Elder Misty. If you're not, I'm saying all kinds of stuff. If you're not, don't carry out your past on your future. I think that's what I said last. Don't carry out your past on your future. And again, if you're not positioned to keep yourself from putting your past on your future, you're not prepared for your future. Some of us want a future. We want to do this, and we want to do that, and we want to do this, but you ain't prepared for none of that if you still carrying stuff from your past, that had nothing to do with what you asking for your future. And again, I think I was getting ready to say this. The easiest way to understand this is relationships. All right, we're getting ready to shift gears. We're going to have this relationship series. We're going to start soon. And y'all already know how ratchet my relationship series is going to be. It's going to be ratchet, right? So we already know that. But this is the easiest way to help you understand this. You're not ready for a new relationship if you still hurt over the last one. And some of y'all need to just hear this. While it's getting cold outside, you getting desperate. You calling everybody. You texting everybody. You giving everybody your address. You getting everybody your phone number. You in everybody's DMs. The easiest way to understand not being ready for your future, if you put your past on your future, is relationships. If you still hurt over what they did to you, the last relationship did to you, you're not ready for a new one. Well, past has been 2 years. That ain't my fault. I don't care if it's been 10 years. If you still salty over it, don't get in somebody else's life and ruin somebody else's life because you're not healed from your past. Get healed from your past first, so that when you get the new relationship, you don't ruin somebody else's experience. Are y'all listening to me? And so a good litmus test, again, in general terms, is we know we are ready for the future when we don't bring the past into the future. It's that simple, right? And if you're not positioned not to put the past in the future, I was about to say possessed. I'm hungry, y'all. If you know you're not positioned to not put the past in the future, you need to stay in the past until you heal there before you go into the future, or else all you're going to do is contaminate your future. And I hate to see it. It ain't just relationships, it's friendships too. Some of y'all get mad at friends that you've been friends with for years, and you go out here, I'm going to go meet some new people and have new friends. But let me tell you something. All you're doing is carrying the baggage from your past friendships to your new ones. That's all you're doing. You might have a couple of fun weeks, laughing weeks, hanging out weeks, joking weeks, doing new stuff weeks, but you're going to go right back to what you were if you weren't healed from what the last friends did. And again, people struggle with bringing the past into the future because they're afraid to be vulnerable. And listen to me, I want you to record this. The easiest way to learn how to walk in vulnerability is to stop being a control freak. I want you to record this. The easiest way to walk in vulnerability in your life is to stop being a control freak. Some of y'all have to be in control of everything. And the reality is you can't live an easygoing life if you're in control of everything. Why? It should be obvious. The obvious answer is because you can't control everything in life. You can't. And because you can't control everything in life, you got to understand that the easiest way to live a vulnerable, stress-free life is to just stop being a control freak. Some of y'all have to be in control of everything, not only in your personal lives, you bring that over on your kids. Your kids can't control nothing. Your kids 12 and you don't want them to try to fix their own food. Why? Because you want to do it. You want to do it all. All right. Some of you work on jobs with folks and you manage people and you don't want to give people on your team a chance to grow and learn new tasks. Why? Because you want to do it all. Control freak. You cannot live a stress-free or stressless. Let me say that. You cannot live a stressless life if you have to be in control of everything. And one of the beautiful things about having God in your life, let me tell you what having God in your life does. Having God in your life forces you to yield control. That was good. When you got God in your life for real, having God in your life for real forces you to yield control. It does. It forces you to say, I acknowledge that everything that's going on in my life, things that are happening for my life, in my life, are bigger than who I am, bigger than what I bring to the table. There's a power, there's a source that's greater than me. When you recognize that, then you don't live your life like you're trying to control it. You live your life with a testimony, come what may, whatever my lot, God's taught me to say, it's well with my soul. Having that kind of testimony is a vulnerability testimony where you ain't worrying about stuff. You're not walking around trying to control every outcome. You're not walking around trying to control every condition. No, you got to learn how to step back and just sometimes let things be. And when you're in that space, you're walking in a vulnerable space. And when you yield control and allow things to be, set your intentions on what it is that you desire, things you've been praying over, meditating over, thinking about. When you step back and allow those things to be, then you would be shocked at how things just come together. But things ain't coming together for some of y'all because you got the iron claw grip, the iron claw grip on your life. Like y'all just have to be in control of everything. And that's a very painful life because life then will grab you by the neck and jerk you everywhere. Ever tried to be in control of a situation and then life got a hold of what you try to be in control of, and before you know it, you were jerked everywhere? That's what happens to control freaks. And you got to stop trying to control outcomes. All right. So the easiest way to be vulnerable is one, stop being a control freak. And here's the second thing: relax. It's one word. You can just put it in the comments. Relax. One, stop being a control freak. Two, relax. Some of y'all take life way too serious. I'm going to say this. I'm going to spend a couple of minutes right here. I'm going to try not to taunt some of y'all real bad. Thank you for putting that in all caps, Elder. Relax. Some of y'all take life way too serious. I can speak on this because I've been there, where I took everything so serious. Everything was now or never. Everything was now in the present or never. Everything was doomsday. Everything had to be done now. And everything had, man, relax, man. Relax. If COVID-19 didn't teach y'all nothing, COVID-19 should have taught you that you don't need to live your life with a grip on your life. You need to live your life relaxed, vulnerable, allowing things to be, and enjoying every moment. Relax. Y'all take stuff too serious. And you will struggle with being vulnerable in your life when everything is so serious. You know what? I've made it a purpose. I've made it an intentional goal in my life, literally, for the last, I would easily say the last 6 to 9 months. I made it an intentional goal in my life to laugh every day. I can't remember the last day. It's been a while that I've had where I didn't laugh at least one time. And I mean, I don't mean just an occasional chuckle. I mean like tears down my face laughing. Why? Because life is too short for you not to relax. Relax. Some of y'all need to lighten up. Some of y'all too serious. Some of y'all are way too serious. You too serious with your family. You too serious in your relationships. You too serious on social media. Everything is deep. Every post is deep. Every post got to be, significant. I get a lot of inboxes about my weekend posts because I put up things about food. Y'all know I taunt y'all about food. I don't like white sauce and stuff like that. But I get a lot of DMs about my posts. And it ain't necessarily about the post. It's just like, Dr. Zeb, I like to see you post that kind of stuff too. I mean, you post great serious stats and things that make us think. But I like to see this light, fun side of you because it shows us you know how to relax. And that's just something I picked up over the last year. Like, dude, life is too short for you not to have fun sometimes. Y'all stop being so deep on your social media because I'm going to behave. I just hate to see a lot of deep statuses. And then what complicates a deep status on social media is when you got half the word spelled wrong. You talking about something. God been good to me. I won't complain. And won't is spelled W-A-N-T. And you being deep. Y'all just chill. Every status ain't got to be about God. Every status, I know y'all don't like this. I'm making some of my saved friends mad. Every status ain't got to be about God. Every status ain't got to be about the gospel. Every status ain't got to be about who got saved at your church. Every status ain't got to be about Jesus' name. Every status ain't got to be about that. You can have a status that's a nice selfie at brunch. You can have a status with you in the background and some music playing, and it ain't Kirk Franklin. Stomp. It can be Bia. I don't care what it is. Lighten up, y'all. Y'all lighten up. I get criticized all the time. Listen, if you ain't innovative, you ain't never getting criticized. And a member hit me up a couple weeks ago. I told y'all this. A member hit me up a couple weeks ago. Was like, "Yo, Pastor, they really talking about you." They said, the Martins are good for this. The Martins are good for this. The Martins, Carissa and Carlos Martin, especially Carlos Martin. If you don't follow Minister Carlos Martin on social media, follow Minister Carlos Martin on social media. Because every time I scroll on my feed, he posting something stupid. Every single time, like what have you in tears. Him and his wife are natural comedians. But I love that. Like, why everything gotta be serious? Why every video you have on there gotta have Kirk Franklin in the background? Richard Smallwood. Why can't you have Bia? Why can't you have a baby on there? I told y'all, one day I'm gonna let y'all see my playlist. And half of y'all that tune in ain't gonna tune in no more. My playlist ratchet. I got a little bit of gospel. Some days I feel like shouting. Some days I feel like saying it's a whole lot of money. Lighten up, y'all. Life is too short. Life is too short. But follow the Martins. Look at what the Martins do. Carissa is forever sending me something crazy. I think I got an alert today. She sent me something. I ain't looked at it yet, Sister Carissa, but I'm gonna look at it. Ain't no telling what she done sent me. She forever sending me something crazy, got me in tears crying. Like Sister Michelle from Atlanta is good for doing this, sending me something crazy. Y'all, like, it's okay to have fun. You got a pastor that like to have fun. Let me tell you why. Because you also have a pastor who spent years just taking life so serious. Everything was so serious. Let me tell you something. When you one of them people, you one of them, serious guy, serious woman, everything's so serious, then people don't really want to be around you like that. Now, they may come around you because you can help them and do some things for them. They don't really want to be around you like that. Y'all stop taking yourself so serious. Lighten your playlist up a little bit. I ain't saying go to an extreme. I think one of the moderators said, Pastor, like trap music, mind your business. I got a lot of music in my, I'm telling y'all do not, one day I'm going to share my playlist with y'all. And y'all going to be like, what is this Negro listening to? It's got everything in it. It's got country in there. I got bluegrass in there. I got jazz in there. I got hip hop, R&B. I got old school. I got go-go. Pastor love go-go from DC. It's basic. I got all kind, and I got some. I ain't got a lot of quartet in there, but when I do, it goes hard. There's nothing wrong with having a little bit. It's called, thank you, V. It's called balance, man. It's called balance. And then tomorrow, when I get on this thing that I got to do, I got to teach tomorrow. It'll be probably streaming from my page. I got to teach for my brother's conference. Dr. Jason Thompson, who lives out on the West Coast, he's having a Think Big conference that I'm going to be speaking for tomorrow. It's virtual, all virtual. So I'll be teaching tomorrow for that conference. That's at 7:30 Central Time. So it's 8:30 our time if you're on the East Coast. And then I got to preach on Friday at a church in Winston. I'm going to still have the oil when I come. But I'm telling you, if you look at my social media, back to my story, Memo was like, Pastor, man, somebody was really trying to come at you. And I had to check them. It was like, yo, pastor don't be posting like a pastor. I don't. In fact, you ought to check out my Instagram and Snap sometimes and the reels that I post. They be cussing and everything. And I post because I be in tears crying. A cuss word ain't going to send you to hell. Now, I need some help. I need somebody to throw me a lifeline because I see this spiraling out of control. And I'm not going to show off on y'all tonight. Let me tell y'all this, and I'm going to say this to your face. If you see a status that is a true status, let's say I'm going to use Sister Ashley as an example. Sister Ashley Spencer, I think I saw her in the comments. I'm going to call her out. If Sister Ashley Spencer, she hasn't done this, okay, but I know she don't mind me using her. I miss little Carly. I've been looking at all her pictures. She's been posting. Carly is growing up. Can't wait to see her. Look. If I know Elder, I know where you're going now. I don't do a lot. There's a whole lot of statuses that I post. Y'all look at my statuses, right? I post these statuses, they get shared all kinds of times, likes all kinds of times, all of that stuff. But a lot of times when I post my statuses, there are times where I want to put a curse word in there because the emphasis of the curse word would really take the status to the next level. But I don't do it. You know why? Because some of y'all can't handle that. It's so crazy to me. Let me tell you what I think is so deep. I'm going to get in trouble. If somebody shares a status, say somebody, if this is, you see this a lot on Instagram because people put up the text status on Instagram and then you hit the arrow and you can send it to your IG, story. And so deep people will do this. They'll share it there and then it's got a curse word. And what they do, they take the marker and then they mark out the curse. What you marking out the curse word for? Why are you marking out the curse word on the status? Let me tell you something. If you see a curse word on a status and one curse word causes you to lose Jesus, you never had him. Because we can clearly tell it's a curse word. You never had him. If you reposting a status that's got a curse word and then you put up there, excuse the curse word, and you think that's going to cause you to miss Jesus, you never had him. I said it. You never had him. One little curse word ain't going to hurt you. You didn't say it. You just sharing the message. I know I'm going to get in trouble for this. Now, because Elder Missy is already saying, Pastor, are you sure I'm getting permission to do it? It ain't going to kill y'all. It's not. And some of y'all act like y'all just lose all of your Jesus when you see a curse word. I'm still talking about vulnerability because I'm talking about relaxing. Some of y'all just need to chill, man. Just chill. Just relax. Y'all need to chill out. I'm gonna tell you one of the bombest experiences I had as a pastor. And some of y'all might know what I'm getting ready to mention. One of the most bomb experiences I had as a pastor at Rehab is when the church, you guys got together. I graduated with my PhD, I think it was 3 years ago. And you all had me that surprise party out in Greensboro. I can't remember the name of that place. Y'all remember that? Y'all had me that surprise party. Let me tell you what made it bomb, though. I didn't walk in there, and when I walked through the door, it was dun 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 stop dun 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 dun. Because I would have turned around and walked out. I didn't walk in there. It's gonna get better, dun, 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 better. It's gonna get better. I walked in there. Y'all had a DJ in there, and y'all were playing all my hits. And not a single one of them was gospel. It was one of the best. It was one of the best experiences I had as a pastor. Look, it is a top 3 experience I had as a pastor. I ain't making this up. Hint, 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 hint to all the powers that be. Hint, 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 hint. You do something, pastor, throw him another party. And get me a good DJ and don't mute the curse words. I get crucified for my videos. I just get crucified for this kind of innovation. I'm serious. I'm serious. It was the pump. Sister Ashley said we were living our best life out there. It was great. And you know what, y'all? How many fights did we have at that party? 0. How many folks was in there arguing at that party? 0. You know, it's Pastor's Appreciation Month that passed. You know, I got a lot of videos, people sending me videos, appreciation. I really appreciated that. Listen, y'all want an idea? Don't party, pass another party. Get a really good DJ, great food, and let's all dress up. Because you know Pastor like to dress up. You got to lighten up, y'all. Y'all got to relax. You got to relax. You ain't going to hell if you do the electric slide. Some of y'all shouting every week and going to bust hell wide open. Hello? Some of y'all shouting every week and going to bust hell wide open. And you think somebody doing electric slide is just wrecking your Jesus so much that you just losing your religion. No, man. No. Lord, the moderators are acting. They talking about something. Let me go paint some red bottoms real quick. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Chill out. Chill. Just chill. It ain't that serious. It's not that serious, man. Relax. COVID reminded me, Pastor, you're a little uptight. That's it. You're a little uptight, man. Relax. So y'all see all these folks, man. Pastor, you living your best life. The problem is I should have been living it. Sometimes it takes disasters for you to recognize you just need to relax, man. Just need to relax. Chill out. Stop doing so much and relax so that you can be vulnerable to the life that you can live, right? You can be vulnerable to living your best life. Some of y'all too uptight. I'll never be a member of the Frozen Chosen. I ain't that kind of pastor. Most of the time when I go visit places, I don't even like to sit in the front. I like to sit in the back or be hid somewhere. And it ain't false humility. Like folk be doing too much, man. No. Y'all need to relax. Get some of the starch out of your bag. Relax. Enjoy your life. Have fun. Me and the kids were doing dances. I'm about to start me a little TikTok finally. And we were practicing this TikTok dance and they doubted me. I showed them this dance I saw on Instagram and they were like, Daddy, you can't do that. And I reminded them that my nickname used to be Tight Squeeze. Yeah, see, many of y'all don't know this. But Doc Zeb used to be Tight Squeeze. Because of all of the dancing competitions I've won. And so I had to show my kids, like they could, Dad, you can't do that. Here y'all coming for me. We can't do that. Daddy, you can't do that. Ask them. Right in that kitchen up in there, right around that island, broken that, and Ford was like, Daddy, man, you gonna have a whole lot of followers. Don't sleep on me. Relax, y'all. I love it. I'm using the Martins again as an example a lot tonight, but they're just a great example of just being light. I also occasionally, when I see on social media, they're doing TikToks together. It might sometimes be easily light skin, drop a tight square. I'm all of that. That's right. You might see, Sister Carissa doing a TikTok by herself. You might see her doing one with Eden. You might see Mr. Carlos doing one by himself, and him doing one. I saw one TikTok they did, and they even had my friend up there doing. Mother Doris was up there doing the TikTok. I love it. I love it. And I didn't say, well, Lord, they doing a TikTok to the baby. Let me go in here and get in sackcloth and ashes and fast that they don't bust hell wide open. Y'all got to chill, man. Y'all killing me. I'm serious. You killing me. You killing me. You're killing me. Go best friend. You're killing it. Let me stop. Y'all get what I'm saying? Y'all chill, man. Relax, okay? So way 3 is be vulnerable. Let me give you part of way 4 so I can wrap up next week, because I just feel myself on a tangent. And I'm teaching this in the way that I'm telling you to live. Relax, man. Have fun. Have fun and relax. I'm telling y'all, Rehab, when I see y'all again, y'all going to be like, who is this Negro? Relax, man. Relax. Now, I'm going to be serious. I'm going to handle my business. I'm going to do what I do. Y'all already know. The oil is still there. It's flowing strong. But I'm going to be a little bit more relaxed. Man, have fun, man. Y'all, life short. Over 700,000 people died of COVID. And here you are being starchy. Over 700,000 people died of COVID. And you scared to turn to certain radio stations because you think you're going to bust hell wide open if your radio stopped there. Y'all chill, man. Chill. Get some balance in your life. Stop going on vacation and you at the beach and got your AirPods in and you land on the beach and got the Canton spirituals blasting in your ear. Well, I've been down. And you land on the beach like that. Well, I've been down. Well, I tell you, this is sure is a great vacation. For so long. Man, if you don't get that Canton spirituals out your ear on that beach, when you got food and you got other things going on out there, if you don't put that Canton spirituals somewhere else and find you something else to play in your ears, and you on vacation, y'all got to relax, man. I'm telling y'all, all these trips you see me making, Cancun 1 week, Dominican Republic, let me tell you something. Unless I'm inspired, because I still journal when I travel, so I get inspiration. I still do those things. But I've told y'all straight up, when I go on vacation, I don't get up at 4:15 and pray for y'all. That is the week where you are on your own. I'm not like every other pastor. When I'm on vacation, you on your own. So you better be able to get a prayer through while I'm on vacation. Now, I know a lot of other pastors, get on out the bed, whether they're single or get out the bed with their wife, husband, whatever, and get on out the bed and they roll over at 6 a.m. on vacation. They're in Aruba with their wife and their husband, and they get on their knees in Aruba at 6 a.m. and pray for y'all. That's great. I think that's commendable. I'm not that guy. You on your own. I'm sorry. You're on your own. When I'm on vacation, you on your own. You better be able to get a prayer through. And unless I feel inspired, if I'm walking on the beach or I'm relaxing at the beach, if I'm at the pool and I'm normally poolside and there's tons of people out there and there's a DJ, I don't be, oh God, they playing Bia. I got to get out this pool because I'm a lose G. No, I don't. I have my stunners on, leaned up against the back of the pool, relaxing and singing the songs as they come on. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. and dancing. It's the truth. But y'all don't, tight squeezing is what I thank you. Tight squeezing. But some of y'all so saved that you ain't living your best. You think you, and listen, you saved and living a good life. Don't get me wrong. You can live a good life being saved, right? We all witnesses. You know, when you confess Jesus Christ, you say you can live a great life. But let me tell you something. You can live a life even greater than that when you saved and you relax. Y'all need to relax a little bit. You're too uptight. You don't laugh. You don't do nothing. You relax. And stop listening to the canned spirituals at the beach. Stop. I got a whole playlist I can offer you. It's got Drake in there. It's got the baby in there. It's got Bia in there. I love Bia. She got this song where she rapping in Spanish, and I'm just like, Jesus. Y'all pray for Pastor. Huh? You get some versatility. And relax, man. Y'all doing too much. Relax. Go on vacation. Be on vacation. And we talked about this last night, y'all. Go back and watch the replay from part 3 last night. We were talking about those 3 dangerous child wounds. Some of you are scarring your kids. This is why some of your kids don't like church. I said this last night. Go watch the replay. And I'm going to say this again. This is why some of your kids don't like church, because all you feed them is church. I said it. And either they don't like church or they'll do church. But boy, they one good win and a wink from having a whole season. Did y'all hear what I said? They one good win and a wink from having a whole season. Why? Because you ain't never had fun with your kids outside of church. My kids love gospel music. They listen to gospel music, do that stuff. But let me tell you something. My kids also listen to my playlist. And they know some of this. They know the words of the gospel. They know the words of the songs in my playlist, but they also are sensitive to curse words. We don't say the curse words up in here. So they ignore it, and it teaches them discipline, and it shows them that I trust them. Come on. Y'all don't like this. Some of y'all grew up, you couldn't even look at BET. I'm about to get in trouble. You couldn't look at MTV. Right? The whole idea of looking at it was going to see your head. No, it's not. Y'all relax a little bit. Have fun with your kids. Right? You know, don't you egging me, Elder Missy, because now you're acting like me. She's talking about take them socks and sneakers off at the beach and get out there in a bathing suit. Don't y'all start me. Don't start me. Don't taunt me, because it don't take a lot. You know how I feel about jean skirts at the beach. Y'all know what I think about jean skirts at the beach. And I'm telling you, I don't care if you got a 6-pack like Pastor, or if you got so many rolls that you can start a Duncan Hines business. If you on vacation, put your bathing suit on. Put your swim trunks on. Let your stomach hang. Well, let me tell you something that I love about traveling outside the country. Right? Y'all look like we're going to get the way forward next week. I'm going to finish this next week, I promise. But y'all egging me now. When I travel outside of the country, the first time I went out of the country, I remember I was real self-conscious. Right? I was still skinny. I was in great shape. But I was real self-conscious because I didn't really know. Elder Miss said the beach gets all of this. Okay. I didn't really know what to expect when I went out the country, because I'd never been to a beach outside the country. I'd never been outside the country, period. Man, let me tell you something. First time I went out the country, I went to Punta Cana. That's the God's honest truth. Is this blessing anybody, by the way? I didn't ask y'all. Y'all forgive Pastor. I just am who I am. I went out the country. I was in Punta Cana, and I didn't know what to expect. Get over there. And man, here I am. I got on, some larger at that time, because this was 11 years ago. I had on some larger swim trunks. So you know how black dudes wear swim trunks. They wear them 3 times bigger than what they are. The swim trunks be halfway down your leg. You got the swim trunks on. You can barely get in the water and move your legs because the trunk's so big, right? So I got on the big trunks because I didn't want to put on nothing too small. Now, granted, I got the shape to wear what I normally wear, swim trunks now. When Pastor goes to the beach, he wears Euros. So they're not no big baggy trunks. I don't wear the cuts. I don't wear the cuts, but I wear, what in the world is this? I wear the Euro trunks, which are the trunks that are shorter and that fit me, right? They fit, they're Euro, they're shorter cut. So you can see my thighs, right? But it's a perfect fit because I got a great shape for them. But it wasn't always like that. When I first went over there, when I first went over there, I was shocked because I remember clear as day. There was this guy, this big guy, this big white guy, huge stomach. He had to have been 350 pounds easily before the water, 350 pounds, stomach hanging everywhere. I get out to the beach, we walk it out to the pool and look in the club with the adults only section. Man, this dude was out there. He didn't have on Euros. He didn't have on big trunks. He had on Speedos. So just get this imagery. 350 pounds, big beard, glasses, sunglasses on, stomach hanging, Speedo shorts. Yes, sir. And was walking around like this. Yeah, I'm out here. And I looked at him and said, God, whatever you doing in his season, please don't forget about me. What do you think I was talking about? I wasn't talking about how he looked in his Speedos. What's up, bro? I wasn't talking about how he looked in his Speedos. It was the confidence. This man was all of 350 pounds, had on Speedos at the pool, chilling. Y'all stop going to the beach and going on vacation and you listen to gospel music in your AirPods. Y'all stop. Stop going to convocation and you at the beach and you out on the beach in a jean skirt looking crazy and got your bathing suit on under your jean skirt, under your shirt. It's 95 degrees outside. You sweating. Right, big bro, they don't want this. You out there sweating because you can't show no skin because you at the beach. Then leave the saints where they are. And you go on vacation with your family, your boo, whoever, and do what you do. Y'all got to stop this, man. Stop it. You ain't living a maximum life because y'all ain't learned how to relax, man. Relax. You too uptight. Relax. I'm telling you, that man changed my life. The next time I went out of the country, my trunks have been Euro ever since. And I've remained in shape every year. So when I go, I rarely have a shirt on. I'm walking around without a shirt, got my necklace on, got my Euro cuts, got my stunners on, and I just be out there chilling, living, relaxed. Y'all got to relax. All right, I'm done. It's prayer time because y'all got me on a tangent. It's 8 o'clock and I got to wrap up. Just bless anybody tonight. Be vulnerable. If you want to stop living a hard life, learn how to be vulnerable. And part of being vulnerable is being confident enough not to be a control freak. Look, y'all, I'm telling you. And look, Mr. Carlos said, I'm not there yet. I look like him. I look like a can of busted biscuits. Let me tell you something. I learned it, man. And it's something about going out of the country. You don't see that a lot in the country. It depends on kind of where you go. Like you go to Miami, you'll see the same people with nice shapes or whatever. It's just kind of a facade there. But when you go out of the country, it's just something different. Like people don't care. And it might just be it might just be a European thing, like people don't, or a Western thing versus a European thing. People don't care over there. And over here, over here it's a little bit different. And y'all got to get that kind of confidence. Have that which is why I wear what I want to wear. I dress how I want to dress. I pop out in the outfits I want to pop out. And y'all be looking at me like, what in the world? How Pastor come up with that? And I'm good. Because that guy that weighed 350 pounds that had them Speedos on, let me tell you something else. And this is a different conversation that I can take it a step further. Y'all ready for this? This is going to hurt some of your feelings. Not only, guys, was he 350 pounds. Y'all ready for this? The woman he was with had a perfect shape. Was probably about 20 years younger than him. I'm going to go on and stop and start answering prayers. Praying for folk. Do y'all catch my drift? 350 pounds, stomach over his thing, glasses on, big beard. He walking with his chest out. He walking like an MMA fighter. And the honey next to him had to have been 25 years younger than him. Any prayer requests tonight? Thank you. Mother Dora said, I love my pastor. I keep it 100. He had confidence. And let me tell you something. When you got confidence, you can be vulnerable. You ain't worried about people stabbing. You ain't worried about people, not being there for you. You ain't worried about not being there for yourself. He had confidence. And I'm telling you, man, I looked at that and said, bruh, I bow down, man. Like, I need that kind of confidence in my life. And I got a good shape. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you got to flow in that. When you flow in that, man, life, bro, you ain't worried about nothing because you flowing in a different kind of confidence. All right, y'all, let me stop. You got a prayer request? Type it in the comments. I see them coming. Y'all pray for me. I know pastor's a little out there sometimes. Y'all be all right. I'm with Mother Doris. She said she love her pastor. Thank you. You got a prayer request? Put it in the comments, y'all. I just do. I want to see you live your best life. And part of living your best life is not making life so hard and difficult. Relaxing, man. Be vulnerable. Get around people you can be vulnerable with. This is why my circle is small. Because there's a side of me that y'all see. There's a side of me you will never see. And I have to be near people and connected to people that allow me to relax and be vulnerable. Right? Why? Because it helps you to keep life light. Some of y'all need to lighten up with your life. Lighten up some. Stop being so serious. Get around people you can be vulnerable with that you can trust. All right? Any prayer requests really quickly? I'm getting ready to pray. Connect your hands like this, as if we're holding hands. I want to pray really quickly because I've run over, running my mouth, and clowning y'all. All right? Connect your hands like this as a sign, a symbol of faith. I want you to do it really quickly. If you've got a prayer request that you cannot type, if you got a prayer request that you cannot type, you can email it to info@rehabcc.org. Subject line prayer request, so it routes to me. But I'm praying for you. I see prayer requests coming. Good to see my big brother, Sean, on the line tonight. But listen, I want you to put your prayer requests on really quickly. Connect your hands like this. I want to pray for you real fast. All right, let's pray. Father, in Jesus' name, thank you tonight for your word. Thank you for this candid conversation on vulnerability and not letting life be too hard for us. Harder than what it already has to be. Teach us, God, how to be light, how to lighten up, how to relax, how to enjoy where we are in the present so that we can embrace the future that's ahead of us. I pray now, God, for every prayer request that's come across this line, every prayer request that's been typed, every prayer request that's been emailed, for every person that's watching the replay that may not be tuned in live, that you would touch their condition, that you would touch their situation, that you would give them the strength that they need. God, even as we enter into another holiday season, touch people that are going through, that are lonely, that are mentally challenged, that are emotionally challenged, that are challenged in any significant way at all, that you would be a comforter for them during this season, that they might live light and relaxed during this season and be filled with thanksgiving. I thank you, God, for a week that will be filled with miracles, open doors, made ways, new opportunities, increased opportunities, financial overflow, mental overflow, emotional overflow. Let this week, God, be a week of miracle after miracle after miracle. And God will continue to give your name glory, honor, and praise in Jesus' name. Amen. Type in the comments quickly. It is so. It is so. It is so. Quickly. It is so. It is so. As you're typing, I want to challenge you to give. Every time you say it is so, or every time you say amen, you're simply saying it is so. I want you to type in the comments quickly. It is so. It is so. It is so. I want to challenge you as you pray this week. You can say amen, but I want to challenge you to say it is so. It is so got a different flavor. It is so has a different kind of confidence and swag to it. Sometimes I get up, I pray, I say amen, but then I walk into my house like, it's so, man. It's so. It's already done. There's a different level of confidence when you say it is so, because you are walking around like you know it's already happening. And I'm praying for you. I'm praying for your family. I'm praying for your situation, your condition, that God would do it. Listen, quickly, I want to challenge you to give. If this message, this ministry has been a blessing to you, I want to challenge you to give. You can give one of three ways. You can give via Cash App, $REHABCCGIVE, website, www.rehabcc.org, choose online giving, or you can text REHABWORKS to 88202. Text REHABWORKS to 88202, right to your phone. You'll get a prompt, follow the prompt, you can give there. I'm excited because as we get back into the building and we get into this hybrid format, we're going to be forever hybrid. And I'll have more information on that really soon, which means we're not going to be in the building every Sunday. We're going to be forever hybrid. As we get into this format, I'm excited. I've been having conversations with Sister Bunch about Thanksgiving coming up. We're going to get back into the mix of feeding and doing outreach like what we do. And you all have been following us for a long time. Know we do this well. We fed over 20,000 people in less than 7 years. And we did it with tithes and offering. No grants, no loans, no ballers, no nothing. And so that's the vein we move in, and we're going to be doing that. And so it's only possible because of how you give. And so I want to challenge you to give tonight. Again, you can give one of three ways: via Cash App, $REHABCCGIVE, website, www.rehabcc.org, choose online giving, or you can text REHABWORKS to 88202 and right to your cell phone. You'll get a prompt, click on it. You can give right from your cell phone. I want to say this quickly. As you're giving, tune in tomorrow. You can follow on my personal Facebook page. I'm going to share it from Pastor Jason Thompson. Dr. Jason Thompson is from Danville, Virginia. He's good people. He has a real PhD. He lives out west. He pastors out on the West Coast, and he does this big conference called the Think Big Conference. And he's in season 2 of this conference / podcast. And tomorrow I'm the guest speaker. It's at 7:30 Central Time. So that's 8:30 Eastern Time. But I'm announcing the Central Time because we have viewers from the Midwest, the West Coast. We've got members from the Midwest, West Coast, South. And so wherever you are, if you can tune in tomorrow, I'll make sure that flyer gets shared up through my page. If not tonight, tomorrow, you all share that broadcast and that flyer and tune in tomorrow. Got a very powerful message that I'm going to teach on exits. And it's going to be powerful as a part of this, this critical conversation that I will have with him. And then this time he's going to give me to share with all of you. And I love this because it is a combination of spirituality and intellectual conversation. And you know your pastor, I got a real PhD. I preach to smart people. I preach to GEDs. It don't matter who you are. And so this is going to be a powerful conversation tomorrow, 7:30 Central Time, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. That means it's going to be 6:30. No, it's going to be 5:30 on the West Coast. All right. So tune in tomorrow. And I'll make sure that I share that. I should have had the flyer on the broadcast tonight so you could see it. But you can go to my personal page, and we'll even put it up on the church page because Jason is one of my homeboys. Very proud of the work that he's doing and just honored to be a part of that. Listen, y'all, like this video, share this video if you have not already. Make sure you go back and watch the replay, tag 5 people. And then I will make plans to see you hopefully tomorrow. If not tomorrow, Friday, maybe in person for those of you that are in the triad. And if not Friday, we'll see you Sunday. At 9:08 p.m. or a.m., 9:08 a.m. Eastern Standard Time right here at the Rehab Christian Center. Listen, y'all, I love y'all. I'm praying for you. Have a fantastic week. Peace.
For watching the Rehab Christian Center live experience. If this broadcast has been a blessing to you and you would like to be a blessing to our leader, Dr. Zeb Talley III, you can sow a seed into his ministry by Cash App at $Pastor ZT3. It is our prayer that this message of hope encourage, enlighten, and empower you to be better. Please tune in Sunday at 9:08 a.m. for our Sunday morning experience. And as always, be blessed and have a wonderful week.